I wasn't born a monster. No one is. But the world has a way of turning innocence into silence, a way of twisting pain into precision, a way of carving something so hollow out of you that what remains isn't even human anymore. It's something else entirely. Something pure. Something that doesn't blink, doesn't beg, doesn't break. You want to know how to become like me? Good. That means you've already tasted the bitterness. You've already realized that love doesn't save you, that kindness gets exploited. That innocence is a weakness in a world built by predators. But understanding the truth isn't enough. Everyone wakes up eventually. Some people choose to close their eyes again. They crawl back to their illusions, to their cages, to their safe lies. Because it's easier. Becoming like me. It's not easy. It's irreversible. Once you step into this way of thinking, there's no going back. Let me tell you a truth. Most people are too scared to hear. The world doesn't want you to be free. It wants you obedient. It doesn't want you to think. It wants you to follow. It trains you from birth to smile, obey, conform. And if you keep playing by its rules, you'll never be anything more than a pawn. I became something else, something beyond human, something the world couldn't define, couldn't control, couldn't predict. They call it evil. They call it monstrous. They say I lack empathy, that I'm a void wrapped in skin. They're wrong. I understand people better than they understand themselves. I see their fears before they even open their mouths. I read their lies while they still believe them. I don't feel the need to connect. I dissect. I don't love. I study. I don't cry. I calculate. And that, my friend, is freedom. You want to be like me? Let me ask you something first. Can you abandon the illusion of morality? Can you strip away every belief that was spoon-fed to you about good and evil? Can you watch someone beg and still feel nothing? Can you look into the eyes of someone who once trusted you and feel absolutely nothing when you twist the knife? Because that is what it takes. Do you know what it feels like to really be alone? It's more than silence. It's a state of being. You think you want power, but power requires sacrifice. You must kill the part of yourself that seeks approval, that cries for comfort, that begs to be understood. Forget validation, forget love, forget the childish fantasy that someone will come and save you. Let them call you heartless. Let them call you a psychopath. Let them misunderstand. Because every genius looks like a madman to the blind. I wasn't born with this mind. It was sharpened by isolation, by betrayal, by being used, studied, manipulated. I was groomed in silence. I was crafted in abandonment. And eventually, I realized the only way to win this game is not to play by their rules. So I rewrote the game. I simply learned to return the favor. Do you know what the most terrifying thing in the world is? A person who has nothing left to lose. A person who has no fear. A person who cannot be broken because they've already been shattered and rebuilt in silence. The world is not beautiful. People are not good. Here's the formula. Observe. Say nothing. People tell you everything if you stay silent long enough. Silence is a void most people can't tolerate. They will fill it with their confessions, their fears, their history. You just have to listen. Dissect them. Everyone has patterns. A nervous laugh, a glance to the side, a hesitation before answering. Find the cracks. Everyone has them. Once you know their patterns, you can break them. And when you break their patterns, you break their control. Detach. Emotion makes you predictable. Prediction is control. People are creatures of emotion. Rage, guilt, love, shame. These are chains. Break them. You cannot manipulate others if you yourself are still bound. Control the narrative. The truth is a weak weapon. Perception is stronger. It's not about what is real. It's about what they believe. You don't need to dominate physically. Words are enough. Use subtlety. Use timing. Use silence. A whisper at the right time can destroy a kingdom. Be forgotten. The greatest manipulators aren't known. They're not famous. They move through the world like ghosts. They build nothing, own nothing, but influence everything. Don't chase fame. Don't seek recognition. Power is quiet. True control is invisible. This is the path. It's not made for the weak. You will be alone. You will be hated. You will be misunderstood. But you will never be controlled again. You're not a good person. I'm not a good person either. We both just play our roles. Look around you. The world rewards obedience, mediocrity, the safe choice, the approved script, the perfect smile. But underneath it, everyone's lying. Everyone's hiding something. Everyone is pretending to be what they think the world wants. Not me. I removed the mask, and I never put it back on. That's why they fear me. Because I show them the reflection they spend their whole lives running from. I am the consequence of truth. You want to be like me? Ask yourself, can you burn your innocence? Can you bury your need to be loved? Can you become the thing they blame when everything breaks? Can you destroy your image of yourself and still survive? Can you be the villain in everyone's story and still sleep peacefully at night? Because once you do, nothing can touch you. Not pain, not guilt, not even death. Only then can you move the pieces without becoming one. Only then can you look into a man's soul and see every fracture. And when he asks you who you are, you can smile and say, I'm the one who knows what you really are. Most people are terrified of the dark. They think monsters are waiting in the shadows, but they are wrong. The shadows don't hide monsters. They create them. And I am the result of everything the light refused to fix. I was born in the darkness, and I learned to see in a way no light will ever allow. If this voice is something that lives inside you, if you know what it means to hide pain behind silence, hit that like button. And if you've ever felt like the world tried to control you, label you, cage you, but deep down you knew you were something else, comment below. I'm ready. Because monsters aren't born, they're made. And sometimes, they become the only ones who are truly free. Share this with someone who's been silent for too long. Let them hear it. Let them feel what it means to finally stop pretending. Johan didn't destroy people. He showed them what they really were. And when the world burns from within, he will be the one watching it fall. Calm, silent, free. And in that silence, while others scream, cry, and beg for meaning, he'll stand still, untouched, unbothered, unchained. Because he never needed their world. He only needed to prove it could be undone. And once you understand that, once you truly feel it, you won't ask how to become like me. You'll realize you already are.